So you can all come to the tops of your mats, standing with your big toes touching, your heels slightly apart. Your kneecaps are drawing up, standing nice and tall, your hands at your heart center, fingertips all touching, your heart or your thumb pressing into your sternum, your heart center. Standing up nice and tall, drawing your shoulders away from your ears, and gently bringing your eyes to close. Taking a deep inhale through your nose. Open your mouth side out. Taking one more breath like that. And side out. Bringing your lips to seal and continuing to breathe in and out through your nose. As you do so, maybe adjust your toes, maybe lifting them up and placing them back down one at a time, really feeling yourself grounding into the mat. Feel as if your feet are the roots of trees and they're grounding you into the ground. You're standing up nice and tall and just settling into your mat, to the space. Maybe listening to the silence around you. Maybe the birds are chirping and you can hear them. I know you're outside, so I'm sure that that's possible for you. And just really bring your awareness and your attention to your breath, to your mat. Letting go of any worries or thoughts or to-do lists for today. I'm sure we all have lots of to-do lists in this lockdown of things that could be done, should be done, and they will be done. So maybe just let them go for now. Focus on yourself, your body, your breath, your flow. We've started slightly differently this morning in Tadasana, not in child's pose or on our backs, but please remember that child's pose is available to you at any stage during the flow. So if you feel like dropping into child's pose and being there for a moment, for the whole class, it's absolutely fine. I never judge. There is no judgment in yoga. There is no right or wrong. It just is what it is and how it feels to you. As we do 2 or 3 last breaths here in Tadasana, just bringing our awareness and attention to our space. You can set an intention or a dedication for this morning's practice. A word or a short phrase, either for you or for somebody else. Gently bring your eyes to open, releasing your hands alongside your body, fingers pointing towards the ground. Inhale, we reach our arms up, lifting our gaze gently. Exhale, forward fold, mindfully and slowly, taking a bend in your knees if you need to. Halfway lift, nice flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, we rise, reaching our arms all the way up again. And exhale, fold. Again, bending your knees if you need to. Halfway lift and forward fold. Inhale, we rise, reaching our arms all the way up. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift. Forward fold again. Inhale, we're reaching all the way up. Exhale with bend legs this time, forward fold. Releasing your torso over your thighs, halfway lift, nice flat back. Just step your feet to be hips width distance apart, keeping a generous bend in your legs, halfway lift and forward fold, releasing onto your thighs for ragdoll. Your hands can either stay on the ground, palms face up, or you can take opposite hand to opposite elbow and just allow yourself to hang. Your head is loose, there's no tension in your neck. You can maybe find a little bit of movement here, swaying from side to side. Coming back to still, if you're swaying, releasing your hands if you have your elbows, and slowly rolling all the way up to standing, one vertebra at a time, stacking on top of each other. Your head coming up last, taking a big shoulder roll, shoulders up towards your ears, round and down your back. Hands again alongside your body, nice and strong. You can heel toe those feet to touch at the top of your mat. Inhale, we reach our arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift, nice flat back. Bending our knees, planting our hands, stepping back, high plank, holding this first high plank. Adjusting into it, feeling into the body, making sure your hands are directly underneath your shoulders. Your feet are hips width distance apart and you're pushing through the balls of your feet. One more full breath here. We can all take a modified chaturanga for this first one. So inhaling slightly forward, dropping your knees to the mat. Leaning chin towards mat, chest towards mat. Rolling up cobra. Exhale, releasing down. Coming to your knees first and exhale, downward facing dog. Adjusting in this first downward facing dog, finding movement, pedaling out. Feeling into it again, your elbows are drawing slightly in, your shoulders down and away from your ears. Maybe bending your knees all the way to touch the mat. Coming back up, raising your hips a little bit higher. Bring your downward facing dog to still, and on our inhale, our right leg rises behind us as high as we can. Bending that knee, dropping that foot, opening up the right side of the body, keeping that left heel pushing towards the mat. Your shoulders are squared to the front of the mat as much as possible. Inhale, straighten that leg out, three-legged dog, and exhale, stepping through or carrying your foot through to between your hands, low lunge. Dropping that back knee, untucking the toes. Inhale, we're sitting up, crescent moon. Sitting into that front hip, getting a nice stretch down your left hip. Deep inhale, and on your next exhale, twist to the right. So left arm forward, right arm back, your gaze to your right thumb. Inhale, we reach back to center. Release hands to the mat, exhale. Tucking those toes, lifting that knee and stepping back downward facing dog. 2 breaths. Inhale, that left leg rises behind you as high as you can, bending that knee, dropping that foot again, pushing the right heel back towards the mat. Your shoulders are squared off to the front of the mat as much as you can, your hip opening up to the side. Squaring off your hips, inhale, three-legged dog, and exhale, step or carry your foot to between your hands, low lunge. Dropping that back knee, untucking the toes, we rise, reaching arms, crescent moon. Again, sitting into that front hip as much as you can, getting a nice stretch down the right hip. Arms are reaching up alongside your head. Deep inhale, and on your next exhale, twist to the left. So left arm back, right arm forward, gaze to your left thumb. Inhale, reaching back through center. Releasing hands to the mat. Stepping back, or tucking the toes, lifting the knees, stepping back, downward facing dog. Deep inhale, looking between your hands, bending your knees, and exhale, step to the top of your mat or walk to the top of your mat. Halfway lift, exhale, forward fold. Inhale, we rise, reaching our arms all the way up. And exhale, hands to heart center. 1 breath. Releasing your hands alongside your body. Inhale, we're reaching the arms up. Exhale, cactusing the arms, gentle back bend, lifting the gaze slightly. Inhale, we reach. Taking hold of that left wrist with your right hand, lengthening on your inhale, lifting up, and exhale, side bend to the right. Inhale, back through center. Swapping sides, taking hold of right wrist with left hand. Inhale, lengthen, and exhale, side bend. Inhaling back to center and exhale, gentle cactus with gentle back bend again, cactus the arms. We reach through center and fold. Halfway lift. Bending our knees, planting our hands, stepping back, high plank, holding the side plank again, adjusting just for one full breath. We're going through a chaturanga. You're welcome to drop your knees, otherwise a full chaturanga. So inhale, shifting your chest slightly forward, and exhale, lowering halfway all the way down. Upward facing dog. Release, downward facing dog. One more breath. Inhale, that right leg rises behind you, bending that knee, dropping that foot, opening up that hip again for one full breath. Squaring off our leg, straightening out that leg and stepping or carrying your foot through low lunge. Dropping that back knee, untucking the toes. Inhale, reaching up and sitting into that front leg. Deep inhale and exhale, take that twist to the right, left arm back, forward, right arm back, gaze to your right thumb. Inhale back to center, releasing hands to the mat, this time staying here, maybe bending that left leg in towards you. Your foot is flexed. See if you can maybe come up onto that knee with that left leg flexed. If you need for balance, you can keep your left hand on the ground. Either same here or reach round with your right hand, grab hold of that left foot and gently pulling it in towards your bum. If you're feeling okay and balanced enough, you can see maybe you can lift that left arm up. One more breath. Deep inhale. Exhale, gently release hand to the mat, let go of that foot if you're holding onto it, tucking those toes, lifting the knee, sweeping the leg back, three-legged dog. And release, downward facing dog. One more breath. Left leg rises behind us as high as we can, bending that knee, dropping that foot, opening up the hip for one full breath. Straightening out that leg, inhale, three-legged dog, and step or carry your foot to between your hands, low lunge. Dropping that back knee, untucking the toes, inhale, we're reaching our arms up. Deep inhale, and on your exhale, twist to the left. This time, left arm back, right arm forward, gaze to your left thumb. Inhale, back to center. Releasing hands to the mat. Staying here. Lifting that right leg up towards your bum as much as you can. Seeing maybe if you can come up with both hands on your knees. If you're feeling unbalanced, keep that right hand on the mat. Maybe reach around with your left hand and grab your foot. Again, reaching right arm up if you're feeling balanced enough. One more breath. Deep inhale, and on your exhale, releasing hand and foot back to the mat gently. Tucking those toes, lifting that right knee and sweeping left leg back, three-legged dog. And release, downward facing dog. Looking between our hands, bending our knees, step or walk or float to the top of your mat. Halfway lift, exhale, forward fold. Inhale, we rise, reaching our arms all the way up. And hands to heart center. One breath. Releasing your arms to Tadasana alongside you, and inhale, we reach. Exhale, cactus the arms, gentle back bend. Coming back through center. Grabbing hold of that left wrist with the right hand, lengthen on our inhale and exhale, side bend to the right. Coming back to center, swapping sides. Left wrist or left hand takes right wrist, lengthen on our inhale and exhale, side bend to the left. Inhale, coming back through center, that gentle back bend again, practice the arms. We're reaching up and exhale, fold. Halfway lift, folding a little bit deeper. Halfway lift, stepping or floating through your chaturanga, or straight to downward facing dog. The option is yours. We'll always meet in downward facing dog. Inhale, then right leg rises behind you as high as you can, bending the knee, dropping the foot, opening up that hip for one full breath. Straightening out, three-legged dog, inhale and exhale, step or carry your foot to between your hands, low lunge. Dropping that back knee, untucking the toes, reaching our arms up, inhale, exhale, sitting into that hip. Deep inhale and taking that twist again to the right, left arm forward, right arm back, gaze your right thumb. Reaching up through center, releasing hands to the mat, bending that left leg, coming up onto your knee first, either staying here or reaching around to grab hold of that left foot with your right hand. Left arm reaches up. One more breath. Deep inhale and exhale, slowly release, foot back down to the mat, hands to the mat. Keeping those back toes tucked and sitting back, half splits, bringing your hips towards your left heel, right foot reaches towards you, and exhale, fold. Slowly coming back to your low lunge, those toes are tucked, lifting that back knee, sweeping right leg back, three-legged dog. And release, downward facing dog. One breath, we'll do that on the other side. Left leg rises behind you as high as you can, bending that knee, dropping that foot, opening up the hip for one breath. Straightening out, squaring off, inhale, three-legged dog, and exhale, stepping or carrying your foot through, low lunge. Dropping that back knee, untucking the toes. Inhale, we're sitting up, and exhale, sitting into that front hip. Deep inhale, and exhale, twist to the left, left arm back, right arm forward. Reaching up through center. Exhaling to the mat. Bending that right leg towards your bum. Coming up onto your knee first, either staying here or reaching out and grabbing that left foot. Staying here or reaching the right arm up. One more breath. Deep inhale. Exhale, release hand and foot to the mat, keeping those right toes tucked and sitting our hips back, half splits, halfway lift, then folding forward over that left leg. Coming back, low lunge, keeping those toes tucked, lifting that knee, sweeping the leg back, three-legged dog. And release, downward facing dog. As we warm up and go through our flow, feel how your downward facing dog changes, how you might have more space in your downward facing dog to push your chest towards your thighs. Last breath. Inhale, that right leg rises behind you as high as you can. Exhale, we're bringing knee to nose, nose to knee, round and pushing the ground away. Reach it back, three-legged dog. Bring your right knee to tap right elbow. Reach it back, three-legged dog. Knee to nose again, around and creating space. We're reaching back. Tapping that elbow again as high as you can. Reach it back. One more time, knee to nose, nose to knee. Reach it back. Again, tapping elbow to knee, knee to elbow, should I say, reach it back. And coming through to between your hands, low lunge. Making sure you're steady in your low lunge. We rise, inhale, crescent. One more breath. On our next exhale, we're taking that twist to the right. So left hand forward, right arm back, gaze to your right hand. Inhaling back through center. Releasing hand to the mat. Straightening that front leg, squaring off your hips halfway lift. And fold, extended pyramid. Coming back to your low lunge at the front of your mat and turning so you're in standing straddle splits, or your both feet are parallel to the edges of your mat, hand underneath your shoulders, halfway lift, and exhale, folding forward as far as you can. Your head hanging towards the ground, your hands either on the mat, grabbing the outside of your feet or your big toes. If you have hold of your feet, your big toes, release your hands back underneath your shoulders. Inhale, halfway lift, nice flat back. Bring your hands to our hips, coming up to standing. We're opening warrior two to the front of our mat. Flipping that front palm, reversing our warrior. Windmilling our hands to the mat. Your way to downward facing dog. For one more breath, we'll take that on the left. I'm just going to turn around so I don't have my back to you at any stage. Excuse me. Left leg rises behind us as high as we can. Exhale, we knee to nose, nose to knee. Reaching it back, three-legged dog. Tapping that left elbow with our left knee. We reach it back. Again, knee to nose, creating space, rounding, reaching it back. Tapping that knee to our elbow. One more time, reaching back. Knee to nose. Reach it back. Tapping our elbow. We reach three-legged dog. Stepping our foot or carrying our foot to between our hands. Go lunge, making sure we steady and we rise. Inhale, crescent. Taking that twist to the left on our next exhale, so left hand back, right arm forward, gaze to your left thumb. Inhale, reaching back through center, releasing hands to the mat, straightening that front leg, squaring off your hips halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold, extended pyramid. Coming back to your low lunge and turning to face the front side of your mat again, spinning both feet to be parallel to the side of your mat. Halfway lift, nice flat back, and exhale, forward fold again. Taking the same variation, grabbing hold of the outside of your feet, your big toes, or simply keeping your hands under your shoulders. If you have a hold of your feet or your big toes, release your hands underneath your shoulders again. Inhale, halfway lift, nice flat back. Bringing your hands to your hips. Inhale, coming back up. Opening warrior two to the front of your mat. Flipping that front palm. We reverse. Windmilling our hands to the mat and your way to downward facing dog. 3 breaths here. We're going to go through that little flow again with a few add-ons. Excuse me for just wiping myself down. Please feel free to do so. Have a sip of water if you need to. One more breath. Inhale that right leg rises behind you as high as you can. Exhale, knee to nose, nose to knee. We're reaching back. Tapping right knee to right elbow. Reach it back. Again, knee to nose. Reaching back. Right knee to right elbow. Reach it back. Last time, knee to nose. Sweeping back. Knee to elbow. Reach. Stepping through to between your hands, low lunge. Again, making sure you're ready or steady before you rise. Crescent lunge. Inhale and exhale, taking that twist, left arm forward, right arm back, gaze your right thumb. Inhale back through center, releasing hands to the mat, straightening that front leg, squaring off your hips, halfway lift and fold, extended pyramid. Coming back to your low lunge, turning to face the side of your mat, feet parallel to the edges, halfway lift, and exhale, forward fold again. If you have a hold of your feet, your toes, release your hands underneath your shoulders, halfway lift, nice flat back, hands to your hips, coming up to standing, opening warrior two to the front of your mat. One more breath here. Deep inhale, and on our exhale, we're coming into side angle, elbow to knee, right arm reaches over. One breath. We're going to inhale to reverse triangle, so straightening that front leg, reversing your triangle, one breath. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, side angle. Inhale, reversing our warrior. Sorry, reverse triangle. Inhale, warrior. Side angle on our exhale. Inhale, reverse triangle. Warrior two. Five pointed star. Hands through heart center. One squat as low as you can. Inhale, we're reaching up. Turning our feet, standing straddle splits again, releasing our hands behind our backs, interlacing our fists, drawing them down towards the ground, opening up our shoulders. Inhale, lengthen with a flat back, reaching forward, folding down. Letting your arms come up and over as much as you can, your head heavy boosts. Keeping your hands interlaced, bringing yourself back up to standing straddle splits. Turning that front foot so it's facing the front, coming back into your warrior with interlaced hands. Inhaling, lengthen, lifting our gaze, and we're going to exhale, humble warrior, bringing that right shoulder to the inside of your right knee, your head hangs down, arms coming up and over. Last breath. Keeping our hands, inhale, coming back up, release warrior two, flipping that front palm, we reverse, one letting hands to the mat, your way to downward facing dog. Three breaths. Again, I'm just changing side, so I don't have my back to you as we go through those warriors. And we do that on the left leg rises behind you as high as you can. Exhale, knee to nose, nose to knee. Reaching back. Tapping your left elbow with your left knee. Sweeping back. Knee to nose. We reach. Tapping your elbow. One more time, reaching back. Knee to nose. Sweeping back. Tapping your elbow, reach it back, Stepping through to between your hands, low lunge, making sure you're steady before you rise, crescent lunge. On our next exhale, taking that twist, left arm back, right arm forward, gaze to your left thumb. Inhale, we're reaching back through center, releasing hands to the mat, squaring off your hips, straightening your leg, halfway lift. Exhale, extended pyramid. Coming back to your low lunge, turning to face the side of your mat, spinning your feet, standing straddle splits, halfway lift, then exhale, forward fold. Notice that each time you fold forward, if you're able to do maybe a little bit deeper, maybe your head's on the ground or almost there. If you have a hold of your feet, your toes, release your hands underneath your shoulders, halfway lift, nice flat back, hands to your hips, coming up to standing, and opening warrior two to the front of your mat. Inhale here, and on our exhale, side angle, elbow to knee, right arm reaches up and over. One breath. Inhale, reverse triangle, straightening that front leg, left arm up, right arm back. One breath. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, side angle. Inhale, reverse triangle. And warrior two. Side angle. Reverse triangle. Warrior two, one more time. Side angle. Reversing triangle. That didn't sound right. Warrior two. 5-pointed star. Feet to the corners of your mat. Exhale, hands to heart center, squatting down. Inhale, we're reaching our arms up. Turning our feet parallel, releasing our hands behind our backs, interlacing our fists, drawing them down, opening up. Inhale and exhale, hinging forward, nice flat back, folding down. Hands coming up and over. Keeping the interlace of your hands, bringing yourself up slowly, coming back up to standing. Opening warrior two, your foot to the front of the mat, sitting into that warrior, hands stayed interlaced. We're pulling the fist down, opening our chest, inhale and exhale, humble warrior. Bringing that left shoulder to the inside of your left knee, your head hangs towards the ground. One more breath. Coming back up, releasing your hands, warrior two. Flipping your front palm, we reverse. Windmilling hands to the mat. We'll meet in downward facing dog. You can all bring your knees down to the mat as wide as the mat, big toes touch and come into a child's pose. Just reconnect to your breath, to your intention. Whew. Maybe have a sip of water. Bring your heart rate, slow it down slightly. Get your breath to come back to normal. Those deep, even inhalations and exhalations. One more breath here, and then we'll meet in downward facing dog. We'll do one more breath in downward facing dog, just in case anybody's making their way there still. Looking between your hands, bending your knees, step, walk or float to the top of your mat, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise, reaching arms all the way up. And exhale, hands to heart center. We're coming into our standing postures this morning, or posture should I say, is dancer. So I'm going to show you from the front and from the side. So coming into dance, you take your weight into your left leg, your elbow of your right elbow, you only have one right elbow. Right elbow into your right waist as if you're holding a tray, your hand out flat. Bringing that left or that right leg, up towards you and grabbing hold of the foot from the inside, so your arch side of your foot. Drawing your knees towards one another, so that they're together, standing nice and tall. You can reach that left arm out for balance. I'm just going to turn sideways now, so you've got hold of your foot, your leg, and on your inhale, kick your foot into your hand. This action of kicking your foot into your hand, automatically your body will start going forward, but it's not this motion. So it's more kicking your foot into your hand as high as you can, as much as you can, staying there. If you do fall out, it's fine, just come back into it. We'll be here for about 8 breaths. So setting up for our dance, the first round with the left or right leg, whichever one you prefer first. Elbow into that waist, bending the leg that you're going to be kicking into that hand, holding onto the foot on the arch side, standing up nice and tall, the opposite hand out for balance, and inhale, kick that foot into your hand. With every inhale, see if you can kick a little bit deeper. Wherever you get to is absolutely fine. Last inhale and exhale, slowly release, releasing that foot, maybe giving that standing foot a bit of a twist, a shake out, feeling how the one side feels to the other. And then we'll set up for the other side, so taking the weight into this is going to be my right foot, could be your left. Elbow into that waist again as if we're holding a tray, bending the back foot, grabbing hold of the foot from the inside with the arches, drawing our knees together, other arm, opposite arm out for balance, and inhale, kicking that foot into your hand. Last inhale and exhale, slowly release. Again, just shaking out that standing leg, feeling any emotions or thoughts that are coming over you. Coming to standing on our mat, our feet, our hips width distance apart. We're going to inhale, reach our arms up, and exhale, forward fold with a generous bend over our legs. Halfway lift, you're going to take hold of your big toe with your peace fingers, your thumb and index finger and middle finger wrapping around your toe, your thumb and your big toenail. Halfway lift as far as possible. And on your exhale, folding forward, drawing the elbows out, straightening your legs as much as you can. You can keep them as bent as needs be. Your head is hanging loose towards the ground, your weight shifting slightly forward. Sadie, sorry, that's my dog. Releasing, bending your knees, staying with a generous bend and your torso on your thighs, sliding your hands all the way underneath your feet. Bringing your toes to your wrist creases. Again, halfway lift as flatter back as possible. And exhale, fold, drawing those elbows out again, straightening your legs or keeping them bent. Your head hanging loose. Again, your weight is shifting into the balls of your feet as if you're tipping forward. You can maybe massage out your wrist creases with your toes if that feels good. Bending your knees, releasing, sliding your hands out halfway, lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, we rise, reaching our arms all the way up. And hands to heart center. Don't know about anybody else, but coming up after those stretches, you really feel it in your hamstrings. Coming to the top of our mat, big toes touch, slight gap in our heels, standing nice and tall in our Tadasana. Inhale, we're reaching our arms up. And exhale, fold. Halfway lift. Step double flow through your chaturanga or straight to downward facing dog. We're coming through to a seated, so looking between your hands, bending your knees. You can step, you can float, you can walk, however you like to get to a seated position. Bringing the soles of your feet to touch in front of you in Baddha Konasana. Your heels or your toes or your feet can be as close to your body as you like, or you can take them a little bit wider and more of a diamond shape in your legs. A little bit of a different stretch in your hips, so depending on what you feel like this morning or where your body's at. Taking hold of those ankles with your hands, elbows to the inside of your knees. We're lengthening, sitting up nice and tall, and exhale, reaching the chest forward, as far forward as you can, those elbows assisting to push the knees out. And then release your head down towards your toes. Slowly coming back up, keeping your feet as they are. This is going to be our core work this morning. So grabbing hold of your big toes again with your peace fingers, sitting up nice and tall. You're going to rock slightly back to see if you can lift your feet off the mat. If this is where you stay, that's absolutely fine. Otherwise, you can try and maybe extend one leg out. Feel how that feels. Bring it back to center. The other leg out. Bring it back to center. Maybe both legs together, so it's a wide-legged boat. Your chest is pushing forward, your elbows drawing in. You're finding that sweet spot on your sitting bones. If you do happen to suddenly rock backwards like that, it's actually quite fun. See if you can rock backwards and then come back up to boat. Wide-legged boat, should I say. One more breath. Releasing your feet back together first, and then down to the mat. Taking those feet flat to the mat, hips width distance apart. We're going to roll all the way down onto our backs. So you can either, if you would like to, take your hands to heart center, tuck your chin to your chest, round your spine, and roll all the way down. It's a little bit more challenging. Or simply as if you're holding a big beach ball and slowly roll all the way down onto your back. Do it mindfully and slowly so you can maybe feel each vertebra as you roll down onto your back. Gravity will eventually pull you down, but when you feel like you can't hold it there anymore, that's the good stuff. And release. Bringing those feet in a little bit closer to your glutes, still the hips width distance apart. Keeping our left leg grounded on the mat, take that right foot and cross it over so you're in reclined figure 4 or reclined pigeon. That right foot is flexed. You're going to take your left arm to the outside of your left leg, or right arm threads between the two legs, lifting that left foot off the mat, so bringing your knee up towards your chest. Either grabbing hold behind your leg or just below your knee and drawing that left leg into your chest. Both feet are active and flexed, and you're feeling a nice deep compression in your right hip. Keeping your legs as they are, releasing that grip on your left knee, dropping that left foot back to the mat. You're slowly going to come up onto your elbows, keeping your legs as they are. Come up onto your hands and draw yourself in, your bum in towards your left heel as much as possible. Your hands are facing towards your feet, so they're not that way around, they're towards your feet. Keeping that right foot flexed, so on your inhale, lift your hips up towards the sky. You might have to move your hands a little bit back, lift your hips up towards the sky. The right knee is pushing down towards the ground, either keeping your gaze directly in front of you or dropping that head behind. Don't know what you're dropping it behind, but dropping it back. If your head is dropped back, slowly bring it back forward, lowering your hips down towards the mat. Again, keeping your foot where it is, coming back down to your elbows, releasing down onto your back. Taking hands out alongside your body, palms face down, knee and right foot is still crossed over left knee. You're going to drop that right foot down to the left, taking your gaze across your right shoulder. Bring your gaze back to center, lifting that right foot off the floor, keeping it where it is, and dropping that right knee down towards the right. Taking your gaze across your left shoulder. Bring your gaze back to center, your knees back to the center of the mat, releasing that right foot onto the mat and changing sides, taking the left foot, crossing it over your right ankle, your right knee. And right arm reaches alongside the right leg, left arm in between, lifting that right knee up towards your chest, either grabbing hold behind your leg or just below your knee, and drawing that knee in towards your chest. Both feet are active and flexed. Keeping your legs as they are, release the grip on your knee, taking that right foot back down to the mat. Coming up onto your elbows, then onto your hands, bringing your bum as close to your heel as possible. Your hands are pointing forward, slightly behind you. Pigeon reverse tabletop, I'm not sure what it's called, but lifting your hips up towards the sky, that left foot is still active, and left knee is drawing down towards the ground, either keeping your gaze directly in front of you or releasing your head back, opening up your throat chakra and your heart. If your head is tilted back, you can bring your chin to your chest again, slowly releasing your hips down, coming down to those elbows, releasing back, keeping the feet or the legs as they are, taking those twists or hands out alongside your body and dropping that left foot down to the right, gaze across your left shoulder. Bringing your gaze back to center, lifting that left knee up towards the center and taking it across down to the left. Gaze across your right arm. Your gaze back to center, lifting that left foot back towards the middle, releasing that leg, drawing both knees in towards your chest for a squeeze, your head and shoulders stay on the mat, you're pushing that lower back into the mat. You can maybe draw circles in one direction with your knees, just massaging out your lower back, changing directions. You can simply come up to a seated position, or if you'd like to take three or four spinal rocks to bring you up to a comfortable seated position on your mat. Just comfortable cross-legged, whatever is available to you. Either taking hold of your right wrist with your left hand, or opposite hand to opposite elbow, that's right, or hands to elbow. Lengthening on our inhale, and again reaching forward with our chest before releasing our head, folding down, Yoga Mudrasana. Just sealing in our practice this morning. Coming back up, releasing our arms and finding your final resting pose, Shavasana. So flat onto your backs, feet as wide as the mat, flopping out, your hands alongside your body, not touching your body, palms face up. Taking any final movements that feel good, and then settling into the space and coming to complete stillness and silence for the next couple of minutes. You can all gently start bringing awareness back to your bodies. Gentle movements, wiggling your toes, rubbing your finger or your thumb across your fingertips. Just starting to deepen your breath, maybe swallowing a couple of times. Just allowing the sounds around you, the space around you to bring you back. Maybe taking a full body stretch if that feels good, reaching your arms up above your head, pointing your toes, deeply inhaling, tensing all of your muscles. And on your exhale, open your mouth side out. You can take one more breath like that. So inhale, reaching your arms up, tensing everything, pointing your toes, inhaling as deeply as you can. And exhale, side out. Rolling onto your right hand side this morning, drawing your knees up gently towards your chest, using your arm as a pillow, and just being there for a moment. Some of you may have heard this already, but I think it is quite nice, so I'm going to read it again. If you start dying slowly, if you do not travel, if you do not read, if you do not listen to the sounds of life, if you do not appreciate yourself. You start dying slowly when you kill your self-esteem, when you do not let others help you. You start dying slowly if you become a slave to your habits, walking every day on the same paths. If you do not change your routine, if you do not wear different colors, or you do not speak to those you do not know. You start dying slowly if you avoid to feel passion and its turbulent emotions, those that make your eyes glisten and your heart beat fast. You start dying slowly if you do not change your life when you are not satisfied with your job, or with your love, or with your surroundings. If you do not risk what is safe for the uncertain, if you do not go after a dream, if you do not allow yourself at least once in your lifetime to run away from sensible advice, you start dying slowly. You can gently or slowly make your way up to a seated position on the top of your mat or on your mat, cross-legged, either lotus, half lotus, or simply cross-legged. Your head gently bowed, your eyes closed with your hands at Anjali Mudra, heart center. It is with a grateful heart and a smiling soul that I thank each and every one of you for allowing me to share this time and this space with you, for allowing me to be your guide on this wonderful journey of yoga. I wish you all a fantastic day further and look forward to seeing you on the mat again soon. We raise our hands to our third eye center. The love and light inside of me honors the love and light inside of you each. Namaste.